Hello, today we're going to be learning how to play a game called Multiplication Wrestling, and that is going to be our entire lesson today. But before we get started with that, I've got a little brain warm-up for you. So take a look at this equation, and I want you to use the numbers 2, 4, 6, and 8 to form the largest possible product. So think about that for a minute, pause the video, and go ahead and try that. Now, if I use the numbers in the order that I've placed them in this particular equation, you'll notice that if I add 2 and 4, I'm going to get 6. If I add 6 and 8, I'm going to get 14. And when I multiply 6 times 14, it equals 84. That seems like a pretty big product, but I'm not sure if that's the largest. So I'm going to try another one. So let's say that we do 2 plus 6 on one side and 4 plus 8 on the other, and then we'll multiply those together. So I get 8 as my answer for 2 plus 6 and 12 as my answer for 4 plus 8. And when I multiply those together, I get 96. Well, that's a little bit bigger than the one that I did previously, but I'm not sure that that's the largest answer that I can get yet. So I'm going to try another one. And I'm going to plug in 2 plus 8 this time and 4 plus 6. And when I add each of those together and multiply, I get 100. Ooh, that's my biggest answer yet. So just a little playing around there with numbers just to see how we can change our answer just by changing the order of the numbers in the equation and where they're located. We used the same set of numbers in every equation, but notice we got a different answer each time. Okay, so what we're going to do in this lesson is we're going to use a game called Multiplication Wrestling. And with this particular game, you're going to learn to play this to calculate 4 partial products and then find the sum of the partial products. So basically what you're going to be doing is learning how to multiply a 2-digit number times a 1-digit number, or a 2-digit number times a 2-digit number. So notice what I've done here. This is what our game sheet looks like. What you're going to do, you're going to play this with 2 people. Each person is going to draw 4 cards. So the first 4 cards that I have here are 4, 5, and 7, or 4, 5, 7, and 8, excuse me. And I recorded those on my record sheet. And now I'm going to take a look at those numbers, and I need to form 2 2-digit numbers. And I want to form the largest 2-digit numbers that I can, because the object of the game is to try to end up with the largest product. So I'm going to form 75 and 84. So my problem is 75 times 84. Now you're probably wondering, how in the world am I going to multiply that? Or how do I break it up so I can multiply? So we're going to think of the number 75 as one team, and we're going to think of the number 84 as another team. And on each of my teams, I'm going to have 2 people or 2 numbers. So I'm going to break the number 75 into 2 numbers. I'm going to break it apart, and I'm going to break 84 into 2 numbers. So 75 becomes 70 plus 5, and 84 becomes 80 plus 4. Now, we're going to start with the 70. And the 70 is going to be multiplied by 80, and it's going to be multiplied by 4. So we're going to take 70 times 80, and if we remember our extended multiplication facts, we're going to take 7 times 8, which is going to give me 56, and then I'm going to add my 2 zeros. So the answer to that would be 5,600. Then we're going to take 70 times 4. So my basic fact is 7 times 4, which is 28, and I'm going to add my 1 zero. So that'll give me 280. And now we're going to take a look at the 5 in the first team. And the 5 will get multiplied times 80. And the 5 will get multiplied times 4. So when we set that up, it's going to be 5 times 80. And again, you need to think of your extended multiplication fact. So we're going to do 5 times 8, which is 40, and then add my 0 to the end, which gives me 400. Then we're going to take our 5 times 4, which is 20. And then we add all of those partial products together, and that gives us a total of 6,300. So this would be how we would play the first round. So each person is going to make their own two-digit numbers, and then they will work out the multiplication using partial products, just like I've shown you. So let's say that this is round 2. We've drawn 4 more cards, and those 4 cards are 1, 9, 6, and 4. And we need to make two-digit numbers. So I made 64 and 91. So I need to break 64 up into a team, and I need to break 91 up into a team. So 64 is going to become 60 plus 4, and 91 is going to become 90 plus 1. I'm going to take the 60 times the 90, and then the 60 times the 1. So 60 times 90 is going to give me 5,400, because I did my base fact, which is 6 times 9, and then I added my zeros to the end of that. And then we're going to do 60 times 1, which of course gives me 60. And then I'm going to move over to the 4, and the 4 is going to be multiplied times 90, and then times 1. So 4 times 90, I do my basic fact of 4 times 9, and then I add my 0. So I get 360. And then I take my 4 times my 1, and I of course get 4. I'm going to add all of those together, and I get 5,824. Now, at the end of each round, once you get your total, you're going to compare your total of your products to your partner's total, and whoever has the highest total, of course, would be the winner for that particular round. So if we play another round, and your game sheet will have 3 rounds on there. I drew the numbers 3, 6, 9, and 4. I made two-digit numbers, so I made 63 and I made 94, and I need to break those into 2 teams. So 63 becomes 60 plus 3, and 94 becomes 90 plus 4. And then I'm going to multiply the 60 times 90. That's going to give me 5,400. And then I'm going to take the 60 times 4, which is going to give me 240. And then I move to the 3. The 3 is going to be multiplied times 90. That's going to give me 270. And then the 3 times 4, which is going to give me 12. I add all of those together, and I get 5,922. So, to summarize what we've done today, we've learned the game Multiplication Wrestling, and we understand that now we're going to play 3 rounds of that. The person with the highest partial product at the end is going to be the winner. And we learned how to use those partial products to multiply two-digit numbers. If you have any questions, write them down. You're going to get time to practice and play this game in class, so don't worry. Thank you for watching.